Gigi the vegan here. I am super excited to announce my wonderful, fabulous guest, which needs no introduction. All of you know Dr. Michael Bernard Beckwith, Reverend Michael Bernard Beckwith, Guru Michael Bernard Beckwith, and I'm sure everyone in the United States and beyond know who you are.
Few people know who I am.
And all of the fabulous work that he's done throughout the year. And I'm so excited that he has given up some time to sit with me and to have a conversation with me as it relates to transformation, prosperity, and health. And most of you know my story as it relates to transformation and how I was able to transform my body from healing from cancer. And I thought that I would sit with Reverend Michael Bernard Beckwith. Can I call you 3 names at once? Is that okay?
You can call me whatever you want.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, good.
Guru. So when I went through my journey, I've been following Reverend Bernard Beckwith for so many years. And what really hit me or touched me the most was The Secret, right? Most of you knew or watched The Secret. It appeared on Oprah Winfrey Show and went all over the world globally, really saying to us, we can take back our lives, right?
Absolutely. It was a kind of a Trojan horse that allowed that entered into society, entered into people's awareness, letting them know that external circumstances, conditions, situations, that even their past did not determine their destiny.
Yeah.
They could change their perception, they could change their way of thinking, open themselves up to the possibility that lies within them, and their life experience can change. So it snuck into the culture, but it became like a foundational piece, a new baseline for people to begin to think differently.
And I believe that's the first step to transformation, so to speak.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. Yeah.
And being that, we are these human beings having, or should we say spiritual beings having a human experience.
Yeah.
And through that, for me, what truly helped me transform was learning about meditation.
Yes.
I had no idea. I know I grew up in the Baptist churches, and they would say, I know when I first started meditation, I heard a couple Christian Baptist folks, no pun intended, really called it worshiping the devil.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what they felt meditation was.
Right. A lot of people are caught up in what is called dogma or religionism. Religionism is when you love the religion more than you love God. And so oftentimes they get caught in little eddies of, dogmatic perception. But if you study the teachings of Jesus, he would steal away to meditate. He went to the desert for 40 days and 40 nights to be alone and to actually contemplate his relationship with the divine. And there he was tempted by his ego. He was tempted by his ego to have personal power. He was tempted by his ego to have great possessions, to be famous. And he overcame all of those temptations to begin his destiny of a great expression of healing and inspiration. And that was called Satan. That was called the devil. But we know now that's not a person.
Oh.
That's ego. Your ego is the devil. You see, it's edging God out. So yeah, a lot of people who were stuck in the lack of understanding of the teachings of Jesus would be afraid of meditation. Meditation is the foundation of opening yourself up to the Christ, to the presence of God within you, the presence of love and joy. As Jesus would say, we are the light that lights up every being that comes to the planet. It's the same light that was found in Jesus. So you can't find that through just reading. You have to find that through introspection and meditation and prayer.
And just being still. I mean, there's so many distractions that's going on in the world, with technology, the way that it is. having our phones attached to us day in, day out, charging the computers, everything else. How do we just tune it all out and go deep within?
Yeah. Well, you said be still, and then scripture says, be still and know that I am God in the midst of you. God's right here, you see. So you have to actually train your mind and body to be still when it wants to be distracted by myriad of things. You actually have to develop a practice of stillness, which is difficult for many people because they suffer from attention deficit disorder. They suffer from attention deficit disorder. And so they're always having to do something and to-do list. I gotta watch TV, I gotta listen to this, So you actually have to train yourself to lowly listen, to be still, and to begin to go within. And there's many ways to meditate as there are people, but you have to establish an intention. I am sitting to have a greater awareness that the presence of God is closer to me than my breathing, nearer than my hands and feet. You sit with that intention. It's close. It's closer to me than my personality. And if you do that on a regular basis, you provide the context for what is called insight. That means you'll have a revelation. You have an insight into the real nature of who you are. And then with continued practice, that insight becomes stabilized. And you end up becoming what? More of yourself. Since we brought up Christianity,
Yes.
Jesus said, who by taking thought can add 1 cubit to his or her stature? You can't add anything to yourself, but when you meditate, you're clearing away the debris that then begins to reveal your real self. Yeah.
I believe that also meditation helps with depression. It also has other, I would like to say, healing powers, healing, just like it just seals everything out, that's around you, even anxiety and all of these issues that people are experiencing right now. I truly believe that. And I know that when I started meditating myself, I felt this relief of calmness, the empower, to even further empower myself. And it led me on a different, or should I say, it transformed my life.
Yes.
It truly did.
Meditation is it's a transformative modality. And you're speaking of the byproducts of meditation. The byproducts of meditation is that anxiety, anxiousness, futurizing, worry, doubt, fear, that as you indicated have become normalized at this particular time in our culture. It's normal. And it's normalized for people to be anxious, to be in fear, to wonder about the future. But when you begin to meditate and you come into the present moment and you begin to pay attention, let's say to your breath, you can't breathe in the future and you can't breathe in the past. But you start to become aware of your breath right here, right now. You're no longer anxious about the future. You're not even dragging the carcass of your past here. And what happens is in this moment, you begin to have an awareness, wow, all of my needs are met. There's a joy here. And that joy is not coming from an external circumstance. It's my nature. And then I start to grow into that more and more. And as you've indicated, the anxiety begins to lose power over us. And then we develop a new norm.
Exactly.
Meditation is powerful. Yeah. I don't leave home without it.
And that is a lifestyle change that I believe that everyone should include into their daily practice. Daily spiritual practice. It's like brushing your teeth every morning, washing your face. You should sit and meditate. And if you don't know how, do what I did. Dr. Reverend Bernard Beckwith, search him down. YouTube, pull him up right there, meditation, and there you are. You can definitely start the practice. And that's the first step.
Yeah. Every Sunday I do a way of meditation service. And they can tune into that, or as you indicated, go to the YouTube. That's every Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
And then there's no service that we start without meditation first. It's primary.
And I was there, by the way, 2 months ago. I went to Agape International Center, where it's such a beautiful place. If you're ever in California, even if you're not, you need to take that trip to see Reverend Bernard Beckwith, and just to fill your cup.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
believe, I
It's
believe
a
it's really your
sweet
cup.
community.
Yeah,
It's a sweet,
it really is.
you know.
And
We're in our
you're
38th year
encouraged.
there.
Oh yeah.
38
Oh
years.
yeah. Beautiful, beautiful space. So where can we, from meditation to prosperity is next question.
Yeah. I call it harmonizing prosperity. As we meditate and as we pray, we start to have an awareness that we're surrounded by a living field of abundance. There isn't any scarcity in a universe. It doesn't exist. Energy that's all around us is constantly transmuting itself. It's never created and it's never destroyed. So the first thing is to have an awareness that we live in a field of abundance, which means we're breaking free from the thought form, the belief, the superstition of lack, scarcity, that breeds a not enough consciousness. So in other words, we're changing our thinking.
Yes.
That we're surrounded by abundance. So once we have that as an insight through affirmative prayer, through life visioning, through meditation, through right conversation, through right affirmation, through even practicing the law of circulation, we start to be aware that, wow, I'm surrounded by a field of abundance. And everything I've been taught from the newsreels, that there's not enough to go around, is a lie.
Oh yeah.
And a lie believed acts as our law until it is neutralized. So you have to neutralize that lie through meditation, prayer, affirmation, right conversation. And then when you begin to be aware that you're surrounded by a field of abundance, you begin to think differently, you begin to act differently, and then what happens? Opportunities show up, possibilities show up. We live in a field of infinite potential and infinite possibilities. So we get to choose the possibility that we want to live. Why choose fear?
Exactly.
Choose abundance.
Absolutely.
Feel it as if it's already happening. Then you're compelled into right speech and right action.
I love that, because having the opportunity, we know we have a choice.
Right.
We can choose to be healthy. We can choose to transform our lives. We can choose to be prosperous. It's up to us, and we've been given that opportunity.
Right.
You know?
Choice is a function of awareness. When there's expanded awareness, you have increased choiceability. When there's limited awareness, you live primarily as a reaction to everything. You react to everything. But with expanded awareness, you can choose. You can choose to be happy. Right this moment, you can choose to be grateful. You can choose to be thankful. You can choose to feel prosperous, even if there's no evidence. And doesn't have to be any evidence right now. As the old saying goes, the lack of evidence is not the evidence of lack. You can choose to feel prosperous. It's not a breaking the law, it's the right use of the law, because the universal law matches your feeling. So if you wake up and you start to feel grateful and prosperous, even before there's evidence, the law responds to that. And then conditions start to change because you have changed your personal law.
Absolutely. And I think that also, when you look at that, it affects our health as well.
Absolutely.
And I think that too, when we're eating a healthy diet, right? And I believe that changes the way we think, the way that we feel, because now we know that our food system is not the same food system that was back in the 70s, back in the 60s. It's changed dramatically. And even for me, I thought that I was healthy, but I was eating a lot of, I'll be honest with you, a lot of fried chicken, fish. But I was saying, oh, I still have a little salad on the side. And then living my life as stressful as it was, that I believe that our diet and, of course, the lifestyle can either heal us or kill us.
Absolutely. So you're speaking of the fact that we are vibrational beings. And so food carries vibration. And so if the food is alive, then you're putting higher frequencies in your body. If the food is dead, you're putting lower frequencies in the body. And then the body has to do extra work to break it down, extract the nutrition of it, build it back up, put it into your bloodstream. And so like if you eat, like let's say you're talking about fried chicken. If you eat some, first of all, it's fried. That's not good. That's not good.
Oh my God.
Even though as people, we've grown up with that.
Oh yeah.
You know.
We
So,
did.
so if you eat a piece of fried chicken, the vibration is very low. And if it's dark, that means it has carcinogenics in it. That means something that produces cancer.
Yeah.
Putting that in your body. So the body has to break it down. It has to take that protein and turn it into amino acids because it doesn't go right into your bloodstream.
Oh yeah.
And then it builds back up. It's building back up with that food. So by the time it gets into your bloodstream, that's 24 or 48 hours later. You may have a full belly,
Oh yeah.
but you're not getting any nutrition right away.
Not at all.
The body has to break it. So what does that mean? That means for those few hours, those number of hours, the body's working. Body's working. Body's working. Everything is
The liver, the kidneys have to try to break things down.
right. That's overwork.
The whole process. Oh yeah.
You put a piece of watermelon in your mouth. You drink some coconut water. You eat some celery. You eat some collard greens. You eat some good food, then it's going to get into your bloodstream a lot quicker
Mhm. Absolutely.
without overworking the body temple.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And I've learned so much since 2015. I was raw foodie for roughly about 12 years now, introducing a little bit more cooked food. But remember, I'm still vegan. Okay, 100%. And specialize in living foods because you're definitely right. Our body's alive and vibrant. And once you give it what it needs, it just shines all over.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I do mainly raw during the summer.
Yeah.
It's easier, everything.
Oh,
And then I do wintertime. I'll do soups, and I always do daily.
yeah.
My smoothies. I have my own green drink that's on the market. It's called Adaptozen.
Did you hear that? He has a green juice on the market.
It's a green drink. It's 47 different plant-based ingredients, and it's nutritionally dense. A couple of scoops, you get pretty much your basic ingredients that you need for the body temple. But I had that every day, along with my own milks that I make myself. I make my milks myself.
Yes.
Almond milk, cashew milk, walnut milk, Brazil nuts milk, which has selenium in it. I drink the milk, make my milk, put my avocado in there, put my blueberries in there, put my own green drink in there, put my organic protein powder in there. That's my breakfast.
Oh yeah.
And then I don't eat any solid food until lunch when the sun is higher. But it's all about vibration, frequency, and check this out. It all tastes good. I'm not eating nasty stuff.
See, that's what I'm saying. He just gave you a full recipe on how to eat. This is something that you can have in the morning to, hey, vibrate all day. Vibrate all day. So where can they obtain your...
Oh, if they go to Nutrarise.com, have those three lines. When you go, you press those three lines and it'll pop up Adaptozen, and you'll see my products. You'll see my rich green drink. You'll see my something called Elevate, which is all the magnificent mushrooms.
Oh, yeah.
There's like 12,
Yeah.
all of them. They're all organic, 2 scoops. And then there's another very magnificent mushroom product that we have. So they'll go there. You get a wonderful discount when you go there for the first time.
Oh, nice.
And might as well subscribe and get the
yeah.
full discount all the time. But once you taste this green drink,
Mm.
and you put that avocado in there, those blueberries,
Oh, my goodness.
you're good to go.
So y'all know,
But kids love it, even with just water.
and kids need it.
The mothers like it because they don't have to convince their kid to take it.
Yeah.
To taste good.
to taste to get those greens in.
Yeah, right.
But hopefully we'll be carrying this at Gigi's Wellness Cafe as well. If not, I would have it on the back bar, so when you come in, if you want a smoothie, we can actually use Reverend Bernard Beckwith. You see, I put the whole
Reverend Dr. Michael Bernard Beckwith.
Guru Michael Bernard Beckwith, all of it all together. I think it sounds so much better, right? All the names together sounds wonderful. So we'll definitely have that drink for you as well.
I'll make sure you get it. I'll make sure.
Okay, we'll make sure of it, because we want to make sure that we get this out on the market. Something healthy like this that is transformative and transform all of our lives. And that's what it's all about. So thank you so much. And thank you for being here. And again, blessings among blessings. And we're so grateful that the doctor, the reverend, the guru join us today. And we'll make sure that we list all of his information down below. So just in case you want to go back to the website to purchase this product, you can do that. But again, all of us have a doctor in us, and you are your own doctor. Thank you.